the other.
Yes, that's exactly right. Exactly right. And it's so crazy that you mentioned the markets, because our special guest for today is actually a six-figure Forex trader. She has her own Forex course that she's helped hundreds of people begin learning how to trade with her simple Forex strategies. She has a money strategy that's allowed her to earn over six figures in her Forex business. So we were listening in when you were talking more about Bitcoin and about the cryptos and about the world changes that really are happening right now. And we just thought it was so perfect that she's actually our special guest today, Miss Afije Baftiri of Simple Forex and one of the leaders in the Smart Systems community, one of our favorite communities where, as we mentioned, we share all types of information about entrepreneurship, building a business, the mindset of it, and just having a community of people to really support you. So yes, My Turn Radio, please help us welcome. I know we have listeners all over on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over. So please help us welcome Miss Afije Baftiri to Mogul Mommy's Maps.
Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. Thank you so much, Leah, for such an amazing introduction. You do an amazing job. Like, she is amazing. But thank you so much again. As she introduced me, my name is Afije Baftiri. I've been in the Forex market now for a little bit over 4 years, and it has been a journey. It really has been a journey for me, because most people don't even allow that journey to happen. They cut it too short because they only go in for one reason and one reason only. Most people, and this is, I can really say this because this was me also, they only go to make money. Whether they are struggling at the moment, or they don't have the money to pay bills, or their relationship is ending because of money, whatever reason that they have, they go on with the wrong intention in the markets. They go in it for desperation. And when that desperation kicks in, you lose money. And you will lose a lot of money if you don't know how to discipline yourself. When I teach Forex, the first thing I teach is the psychology of it. Changing your mind, the way you look at money. Changing the mind of how you really looking at the market. Because you said it. You said it at first. The market's been going crazy the last week.
My gosh.
Even today,
crypto, Forex,
just crazy. And what people do is they go with the hype. They will jump in the market. They will buy coin because, oh my God, this was going on in the media, so now we gotta buy it. And they don't really know. They that's all they think about is how they can make a little bit of extra money. They're thinking short term. And it really is not.
It's a lot more than that when it comes to trading. And I love that you mentioned psychology, because like we said in her Simple Forex course, the first part of the course is the psychology of it. Absolutely. And I took the course. I actually helped her build the course. So I know all the value in there. I absolutely know the people who have been changed by it, who've been helped by it. And for here today, she's going to be sharing a couple of tips. Like she said, one of them is mindset, but just a couple of tips that really helped her win big in Forex and how you can win big. But before you can do that, you have to let go of this scarcity mindset. There is nothing scarce about Forex. It's not. It's what now? It's like $5.2 trillion a day. Every day.
It's only going to get bigger.
Exactly. And we know that because crypto now. Now crypto is in there, and you trade crypto 24/7.
Right.
So it's so much opportunity. And once you get over the, oh my God, I need it right now. Oh my gosh, I got to have it. Then you can get into that learning mindset. You can really get in. So before we get into the good stuff, y'all already know how we do. Y'all know what we got to do. Afije, So how did you get started with Forex?
Wow. Over 4 years ago, I'm a single mom of 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. At that time, I was going a rough time in my life. I was just praying for a way out. I was homeless. I had just lost my job. And 3 months later, of course, I lost my home. I lived with my sister for about a month. It didn't work out. I had nowhere to go, and at this moment, it really made me think, what, I don't want to curse on here, but what are you going to do with your life?
Yeah.
You have 4 amazing, innocent children that's watching you. They're watching you.
Yeah.
And all these things are playing in my head. Like, I gotta figure something out. And it was a moment of my life where I had that breakthrough. But it was so hard. I felt so overwhelmed. I felt so scared. But I was trying to stay strong for my kids at the same time. And it was a moment in my life where I didn't even know how I made it, So
it happened so fast. It happened so fast.
It happened really, really fast. And I was going through that moment, and I was thankful enough to live with a friend. She's like, you know what, you can live with me for a little while. And that really made me realize some things. That I had my own place for so long, and that made me realize I'm on somebody's rules. I'm really living on somebody's roof.
Grown. I'm supposed to with kids, and I gotta follow somebody else's.
That really made me think.
Yeah.
I just prayed.
Yeah.
I prayed, and the opportunity presented itself. It was knocking on my door every day.
Yes.
I kept turning it down.
Yeah.
No, this is a scam. I don't know how to work online. I don't know anything about social media.
Right.
All these negative things that I was telling myself without even trying.
Yeah.
I held off about 4 months. No, kept pushing it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is you. But I wasn't seeing it because I wanted something fast.
Right.
I was desperate.
Yeah.
I wanted my own home. I wanted to get my kids out of there. I was doing it out of desperate.
Yeah.
That's why I sat there at the beginning of the interview, out of desperate. Once you do things because you're desperate, you chasing it.
Yes.
And it's gonna run from you.
Yep.
So 4 months passed by. I see everybody else making money. I started, somebody presented me the opportunity. I started looking other people in Forex. I started learning a bit of my own just to get a little bit of what Forex was. I had no idea. I had no clue.
Getting your mind ready.
Exactly. And 4 months passed by, and I reached out to the person. I said, hey, I want to try this. But I'm going to be 100% honest here. I started Forex out of desperate. I needed the money really, really, really bad. I didn't care about no education. I didn't care about how it worked. I didn't care about people. Right. I didn't care about none of that. I didn't care. I just wanted to put my money down and make more money.
Right. Because at that time, that's really how it was being marketed.
Right.
Because when I started my Forex journey, it wasn't too long before you did. Yeah, actually, that 4 months that we're talking about, I started 4 months before. So it was really around the same time, but that's how it was being marketed. Hey, do you know you can really actually turn this dime into a dollar? Like, you know how they say, trying to turn 15 cents into $1? I know a lot of y'all have heard that. Well, that's what they were saying. It was like, no, for real, look, it's right here. There's the 10 cent that I put, and here's the dollar that I made. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's real. Okay, so let's do it. I got 15 cent.
Right.
I got that, I can do that. And then we just jumped in. So, okay, so you were a single mom, you were staying with a friend of yours, you really wanted to learn Forex, and then you got out there, you got started, like you said, out of desperation. About how much was your original investment?
I will never forget it because it really took me 4 months to save it. It was $235. And I literally saved it because it really was my calling. You will know it. So you fight it, you're gonna fight it, but if you truly feel it inside of you that I'm fighting this, but something is feel good about it. Just go for it. Even if you fail down the road or whatever you might going through, it's okay because you're gonna learn so much.
Yeah.
And I just started.
Yeah.
It took me 4 months, and I paid my $235, and that was probably the best $235 I've ever spent.
I think so, because look who's sitting right here next to me right now.
It really was like the best. Like I do spend it a lot more now, but it really changed my life, because when I paid that $235, and then I had to pay a subscription every month, and I fell in love.
So it wasn't just one time $245.
No, it was a subscription.
Every month it was $235. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. That's big for, like you said, a single mom of 4 who was staying at your friend's house at that time. You already had to work up 4 months just to get that. So it was a fire. I'm a single mom. I'm a co-parent, but I'm a single mom. So I completely understand that fire when you're like, my kids got to eat. If I don't show up, they're not going to eat. And not only are they not going to eat, I'm taking food out of their mouth to put into this business that's supposed to yield me something back. So I know that fire, how did you feel when you were like, okay, I paid this money, I got to get it done? What was like your train of thought from there? Because this is the beginning of your Forex journey, and a lot of people haven't even got started yet. So I want them to kind of understand, like you said, the psychology of it, what you were really thinking versus what your circumstances were telling you versus what you knew in your heart where you were supposed to be.
I had a lot of excitement. I was really excited. I was just fired up. I'm like, it was something about it. I don't even know how to explain the whole feeling, but I was just excited. I was like, I'm gonna learn this. And that saving that $235 for 4 months, it meant something to me.
Yes.
Like, I got 4 kids. I really took $235 out of their mouth to learn this thing, to change their life. Yeah. And it really made me think, like, you got whatever it takes. You're gonna learn it. You're going to do whatever your mentor tells you. Yes. You're going to show up whenever they tell you to do. And I did just that.
Yes.
I woke up every day on every Zoom. I showed up every single day. I did exactly what my mentor at the time told me. And I went through every single video they asked me to go through. And the more knowledge I was acquiring, the more excited I was getting, the more I wanted. And the excitement and the community really that fired me up the most is seeing other people excited as much as I was. And it was just like, all right, I gotta have more of this.
It was so contagious.
Like, I need more of this. And I started, and once I started learning, I started helping people. You know, like when they ask questions, I was there to answer. And you know, my mentor was like, "You a leader? You are a leader." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about
that. I just got started."
But it was already in me, but I didn't see it more than what other people see it. Right. And that's where the psychology comes from, because sometimes we don't see it, the unseen, but there's people that do see the unseen. Sometimes you might not see yourself at this particular person you want to be, but people see your light. Yes. They see it. So listen to people. And you can recognize when a genuine person tells you something than when a fake person tells you something.
Who just want to get something from you versus, no, I really see your potential. I really see it in you, and you may not see it yet, but I see it in you. And let me tell you, y'all, I was there the day she signed up.
Yeah, she really was.
I was there the day she signed up, and it was, honestly, I didn't know who she was either, but that energy was contagious, and that energy was already there. And I'm like, welcome queen, man. We about to go ham. And it felt good because honestly, y'all, when it comes to Forex trading, when it comes to investing, when it comes to money management, when it comes to business building, women are the fastest growing group right now in it. But honestly, we're the fastest growing because we were not there before. It wasn't that many women mentors. It wasn't that many women traders. It wasn't that many women leaders. We had to follow a lot of men. And it takes, listen, a special kind of person. A lot of people be like, oh, well, I have bosses who are males all the time, but a boss versus a mentor is different because men and women think differently. We have different goals. We have different intentions. Like my goal is different than what a man's goal may be. So to go, and at that time you had a male mentor, to really dive in and to understand like that tough love that he was giving you, like you said, the full on energy, because we were up studying at 4 a.m. in the morning. Right. We was up at like, 8 p.m., 8 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning.
We was getting up. Whatever it took, we showed up. Like we showed up. And it was when I got in as that desperate of wanting to make quick money, it disappeared. I didn't even think about it no more. I'm like, okay, this is more than just money. Right. The community, like I gotta be around these people. These people really fire me up. These people are amazing hearts and amazing, incredible people. Right. I want more of this. Right. I want more of this circle. I want to be here every day, whatever it took. Yeah. And I started showing up. Every event they had, I don't care where it was at. Right. Country. Well, I haven't traveled. I'm from another country, but I haven't traveled yet. But outside. We are. Yeah. Right. Oh, we got to come. Corona slowed us down, but trust me, honey, we'll be there. It has been absolutely incredible. Leah has been, I don't even know the word, you guys. Like, I at the beginning when I said I was completely new to the whole internet. Like, I didn't even know how to, you had to get it on Facebook. That was probably it. Right. Post a post. That's about it. That's all I knew. And she has been the most incredible friend, business partner, sister. You like the whole thing in one package. Seriously, I mean that. Like, she has helped me so much. Some days, we human. We're not perfect. Right. We're going to have those days like, I don't want to do anything. Yep. I got so much in my brain. You run from those from your thing from your responsibilities. I don't want to say problems because we don't have problems. All right, we solve them. Exactly. But she always pushed me like, no, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. Yeah. And that's what kept me here. And it comes back to the community. The community. Yes. Seriously, you cannot do it by yourself. At all. Whatever you do, doesn't matter whether it's Forex trading, whether it's growing your business or whatever you want to do, you need people. Whether you're a painter, whether you're a fashion designer, whether you're a coach, whether you have an e-commerce store, I promise you, the people who are most successful, it's because they learned from somebody else. Exactly. It's because they didn't make all the mistakes. They made their mistakes and they learned from other people's mistakes as well. So again, that community was pivotal, so pivotal. Definitely the key. And that's what really kept that excitement about what we were doing. So now you're in it, you love it, you're trading, you're doing it. What would you say is that moment where you was like, wow, I can do this, and not more so I can, but I'm doing this right now. When do you feel like you had that breakthrough moment? It was about, I would say, I still have those moments now because I'm learning different parts of the Forex market. I'm learning different parts of crypto. So really that first moment was, I'm going to go back to the community. I was seeing other people make money. I'm like, I could do this too. Like, if they're making it, why can't I make it? Yep. So I remember I deposited $100. I was still had the mindset like, oh, I'm gonna spend my money. I don't want to do it. Try with $100. You see what happens. Right. Yep. So I put the $100 in there. I lost it. Of course, I blew my first account. Yeah. And typical of everybody. I promise y'all. Everybody. It's just the psychology of how we think of money. I was so desperate to get in, and I lost that first $100. I'm like, all right, this is not for me. And I kind of stepped back. I went back to my serving tables, bartending, whatever. But I'm not lying to you guys. Every time I'm sitting there making drinks, I'm thinking about charts. Yeah. I'm thinking about what the market is doing. I'm thinking about what can I learn next. I'm thinking about all these things that's on my brain. Yeah. And that's when I knew, no, go back. Yeah. Go back to the education part. And I went back to the education part, which really changed my whole life. Changed It changed the way I traded. It changed the way I did everything, and it changed my life. Yeah, it really did.
I love that again, that education part, because honestly, really at the time, the company we were in at the beginning of every videos, because this was the instructor's intro, and she was a girl, which I loved, but she said it at the beginning of every single one: be a student always. And that stuck with me to this day. Yeah, me too. Like, we ain't with that company, she ain't with that company. Like, we completely did whole journeys, but still to this day, be a student always. Like, we just talked about a new strategy that she's like, I just learned something. Yeah, and she's made over 6 figures already, but she's like, I just learned something new. I just learned something new.
You can always learn something new. Like, just don't think of it just because you're making, you've been doing, if you are a trader or you have a business, I've been doing good, I've been making this much money. Think bigger. Yes. Think bigger, because you're making this much, you can make so much more.
Bigger, faster.
Always
believe
think
bigger, faster.
Always, because the bigger you think, the more you expand your mind. Yes. And when I went ghost for a couple months in Forex, that's when I really wanted to more. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to education, because education is the key. Right. It really is the key. Do you know how you want to make quick money in Forex? Educate yourself. Yeah. You know you want to learn how to invest longer? Yeah. Educate yourself. Right. You know how much you want to get in return off your initial investment? Yeah. Educate yourself.
Do you even realize that it is a strategy to knowing that how much you put in, a certain percentage you want out? Absolutely. That's from education. Like, you had to learn that, hey, when you're trading, you're really only supposed to risk a certain amount of your account. Right. We didn't know that when we was trading. Listen, our team,
one day.
Again, because y'all know how we write. We love our sayings. They matter. We promise y'all. These sayings matter. I forgot the exact word for them, but they're sayings. They matter. And for our team at the time, it was risk it for the biscuit. For real. You feel me? It was risk it for the biscuit. So we was like, I got $100. I'm about to flip this 100 to 2, this 2 to 4, this 4 to 8. And once I hit a band, it's over. We in there. Exactly. Because we was risking it. Yeah. But that's because we weren't educated. We were excited. We were all in. We knew this is where we wanted to be, but we didn't have that education to know that actually on $100, you should be trading more than a 0.01, so that you can compound, because the bigger picture is compounding. Okay. The point is to compound, not to flip the account, but to compound. Because your compounding will naturally flip your account. Yeah. And you don't got to do the work. As long as you show up and trade, it's going to do it for you. If you risk management right. But that's a part of being a student. We had to learn that. But before that, baby, hey, let me tell you, a couple $100, $200, $50 account.
I was making it rain in the market.
It went again. Boom. Again. Boom. Like, I'm in there.
But we learned so much from it.
Yeah. Yes.
It gave us the ability to educate ourselves the proper way, because the excitement kept going. Yep. The excitement was there, and like, all right, now I'm tired of losing this money. Let's do it the proper way.
That was fun, but not that fun.
We want to make money here. We're not gambling.
Exactly.
So, and it's been an amazing journey. I was thinking about this just yesterday morning. I got up and just praying, thanking God for everything that I have, and sometimes I go back in my journey and just going, because there was times in my life when I used to think maybe a couple of years in the journey, I should be millionaire, right? I should be doing this much, or I should be having the millions, the trillions. It's really not about that, because now that I've learned so much from a lot of my mentors, the mind is about changing your mind. Yeah. And going through those 2 years, my mindset was still back where I was at. So in order for me to to have more, I had to change my mindset, and that's where everything really started being a blessing. Those 2 years helped me because I was really focusing on changing to become the best version of myself. And as I was going and just breakthroughs. But now I think, wow, I'm really grateful for that journey.
All right.
I didn't know anything. My mindset was what my parents taught me. My parents were not just my parents, because a lot of the parents, especially back in the day, even now I see it, they demand their children to do things. Instead of them teaching your children. Right. They demand things. You gotta get up and do this. You have to get up and do this.
You need to be a doctor. You're gonna be a lawyer. Every person in this family was an auto mechanic, and you're gonna be an auto mechanic too. You're not no better than the rest of us. Actually, Mom and Dad, I should be better because I should have your experiences, and my young energy and my excitement and creativity should take us all to new planes. But again, like you said, that's a part of being a student, even as a parent.
Right, absolutely.
You have to learn as a parent. So
I teach my mom stuff to this day. Like, I teach her every day. She's like, oh my goodness. And
same now.
Right. Don't feel bad, because sometimes I used to think, well, my parents should have been there for me.
Right.
My parents should have did this
They
for
should
me.
have made me a savings account. It was simple.
Right.
Just don't spend the money.
Right. My parents, I had to do everything on my own, but I'm grateful for that. Because I think now, if they would have done the things for me, I would have never learned. I would have never experienced the things that I did experience without them,
Yes.
So always be a student.
Yes.
That's the key to everything.
That's tip number 2. I don't know if y'all paying attention, but I'm paying attention. That's number 2. The first one was mindset. Definitely mindset. Number 2 is be a student. Be a student.
Be definitely a student. Don't just... Because, like I said, I didn't know nothing about online, especially Forex is a whole nother language now. I'm already bilingual. So I'm like, okay, just be open to it. It's not going to hurt you to watch a 4, 5, 10, even 20-minute video.
Right.
It's going to expand your knowledge. It's gonna click a thing in your brain where I want more of this education.
Yes.
I want more of this. It's going to... I had a really bad accent when I met you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even speak as well. My accent was all over the place. But when my mentor was like, you need to read a book a week. Done.
Yep.
But you know what? Even though I hated it so much at the beginning, I couldn't stand it. I was really pushing myself, like, oh, I gotta read a book.
And then to read.
But, oh my God. Like, I really got, but it's about really... What I've learned in the whole journey is about habits.
Oh, yes.
And most people, they think and I did this too for 2 years, trying to be disciplined. And discipline, you need enough discipline to make the right habit.
That's it. It is called selective discipline. Like, you do not have to commit your entire life to reading a book every day.
At this time, or punishing yourself because you didn't.
But if you say every day it's 52 weeks in a year, y'all. And this is a real challenge. I've attempted, I did the whole 52, but we got close, right? But it built a habit of reading.
Yeah.
Like, say that for this next year, next 52 weeks, I'm going to read a book a week for 52 weeks. Even if you don't complete it, if you do it for 60 to 90 days, you got the habit now.
Yes.
So now you're like, okay, maybe I'm not reading a book a week, but I'm reading every week.
Yep.
I'm reading 2 or 3 chapters every week.
Absolutely.
So now you're reading a book every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, but you're reading.
Right.
As before, like you said, you didn't read nothing. You was there. I was scared. I like to read, so that don't apply to me. I was always a reader.
I love it now. Like, I have books and books and books. Like, but it helped me so much because it expanded my mind to the more possibilities.
Yes.
Expanded my vocabulary. Expanded how I spoke. Like the calmness. It's just really how you speak your words.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot
tone,
on
texture.
the tone, the texture, all of that. And especially when you deal with people, like ourselves as entrepreneurs, we have to learn how to use our tone of the voice, because the tone of the voice is really important when you're trying to explain something to somebody.
Yes, in teaching especially because we're all coming from different levels of comprehension. Like, I can read and understand. Some people can't. They need to see it. Some people need a little bit of both. So you have to learn to communicate so that everybody can get this. And like we say, she's had hundreds of students. A couple of y'all, and she didn't had a handful in jail.
Yeah.
Okay, and she taught them Forex.
Yeah, but
so it's
doing it
right.
So
it has nothing to do with your background, your age, your education level. Like she said, she couldn't barely speak English when she started, but
really,
she started.
I did. I didn't even. I did kept having those thoughts every day. Well, you don't know how to speak English. Well, you don't know how to read well. You don't know how to use a computer. Those thoughts was kicking my brain every single day, but. What really kept me going is my kids, was my why. And I want to talk about the why because it's really, really important in your journey. Keeping that why. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? What is your what is your future? What do you want for this why?
How do you even know what you want?
Most people don't even have a why. They don't even know because some people are like, well, I don't have kids.
Right.
If you don't have kids, anything could be your why.
Right.
Because you want a better life.
What motivates
you want your kids to have everything that you want, building that wealth for your kids before you even have them.
Yes.
That might be your why.
That legacy, that generational wealth is really, and again, like you said, with the why, we have the highest levels of depression in history.
Absolutely.
The highest level of depression in history when we're also at our highest height of wealth. So it's not the money. It's not the money.
It's the freedom.
It's not the money. Like more people, we popping out millionaires left and right from ages 16 to 85. Right. It ain't no age limit. Seriously. They popping millions. And it's because they figured out why. Why are you getting up in the morning? Some of y'all roll up and be like, I'm going to work because everybody go to work. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know why everybody always thinking that they could just be this extra person, this extra special person to do and live their dream life. Because you can. Because you can do just that. I promise you can. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it. But first you have to believe you can have it.
I believe it.
Then you got to learn whatever it needs to learn so you can get it. And then you need to stay focused on that and go and get it.
Yeah.
It's teenagers popping out millions before their parents are popping out millions because they don't have no preconceived notions about what they're supposed to do anymore.
Right.
Like there is no guidelines. I mean, it's guidelines, but it ain't no rules out here, y'all. Y'all know it ain't no rules because y'all see them on the internet every single day. People getting famous off of craziness. Going viral off of
nothing. Like, I see it all the time on TikTok or whatever.
My God.
People are going viral for nothing.
This girl went viral for finding out she was pregnant in a game. It was a TikTok video. That's why I'm happy you mentioned. So on this TikTok game, it was her and like 5 of her friends. They just thought, I don't know why they thought it would be fun. I don't think that's fun. But they thought it would be fun for all of them to take a pregnancy test and put it in a bowl. So they all took pregnancy tests. They put it in a bowl and they started pulling them out. Not pregnant, not pregnant, not pregnant, pregnant. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Now one of them in the group is pregnant. But who?
Oh, shit.
Well, they continue for round 2 because now they got to do it again to figure out which one of them was pregnant. This girl went viral for that. She went viral. Wow. And now everybody's following her pregnancy journey. You feel me? Like, it's no rules to the game.
Absolutely not.
You make them up as you go.
Yeah.
So just go. Just play.
Just start.
Do something.
Like, just start and make those habits.
Yep. Whatever it is.
Every day.
Yeah.
And if you are somebody like I was, thinking, always worried about bills, always worried about things, always just worried about everything. As a mother, I felt like that's all I had to do. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna pay my bills. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this. Start getting that out of your vocabulary.
Like she said, you see how she reversed the stop to start?
Right.
That's simple. That's a trick that we had to learn.
Yeah,
that's because we're programmed to think no, not negative, bad.
Exactly.
We're programmed. Like I'm trying to figure out, like one of our favorite mentors, absolutely love it. She gave me the book. Like we really build off each other, I promise you.
We really
she gave me the book. See you at the top, Zig Ziglar.
Book. That was my first
yes,
book.
And I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
But even in the book, he was like, this is how programmed we are. Because we go to stoplights. Yep. Why are they called stoplights when we sit there waiting for them to turn green? Most of the time, we are not looking for red lights. We're looking for green lights so we can go. So why don't we call them go lights?
Right.
That's a mental trick. That's an everyday thing in our society that they programmed us to think in a negative way.
Yeah.
Like you got to start removing all of those negatives and making them positives.
Yeah.
So you don't know, okay, well, you don't know what you want. Well, don't start by thinking what you don't want. Don't go there. No. What do you know you want right now? You know you want a bigger house. You know you may want to get out the neighborhood that you're in. Mm-hmm. Maybe you want a better relationship. Maybe you want, a better relationship with your kids, not just love, but as a parent, maybe you want a better relationship with your family. Start with what you do know. Start with what you do like. Yeah. Like, you know what your favorite color is. Start putting it up around the house more to make yourself feel good.
Right.
Get your nails painted that color so that you can see it and be like, oh, that look good, girl. Mm-hmm. And it just sends those fun, happy vibes.
Yeah.
So at this point, y'all, we definitely want to segue because this is one of my favorite parts of all the Mogul Mommy Map interviews. And what we want to know is a fun fact or something quirky or something weird or something different about you that
oh my goodness.
Maybe nobody else knows. Y'all know we want the tea, right? Y'all want the tea. I see y'all watching, but like, we want the tea. So tell us something fun or interested about your journey or about what you've learned or what you've experienced so far in this journey.
All right. So you guys can't laugh at me, but in the Forex, in the journey of going through this entrepreneur thing, there was time that I thought I was going crazy. Like, seriously, I thought I was going crazy because I felt like I wasn't understanding enough. So I would go in front of the mirror, and just start screaming at myself. But I would laugh afterwards, what are you doing? I'm like, no, you're how people say don't talk to yourself because crazy people do. Well, I don't know. Maybe
baby, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Honey,
I have to push myself.
Get it out of there.
I used to scream at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and my sister, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Who's in there? I'm like, nobody. But now,
who are you talking to?
Right, are you okay? But that was my weirdness. One of the weirdness. And then the second one, I used to cry over my trades.
Baby, ain't nothing weird about that. I've been down 500 a trade sitting there.
Oh my God.
It's going to go back up. It's going to go. Don't get out. Just stay. I promise it's going to go. No, it ain't going yet. It ain't going.
I don't cry over them anymore, at all. But I used to cry over them. I'm like, why you can't get it? And then I would get out of trade, and the trade would go right where I thought it was gonna go.
Man, that mind tricks.
That mind is so powerful.
My mind is playing tricks on me.
The mind
I know that
powerful.
song.
Seriously, your mind is so powerful. If you want anything, if you desire anything, change that first.
Yeah.
And how you look at it, because if you don't change your mindset, you're not gonna succeed.
In
because
nothing.
You're not going to, because if you don't change the mindset, you're always gonna think the past.
Yep.
What didn't work for you.
Yep.
And as human, that's the first thing we think about.
Yep.
What did not work for me.
What already happened.
Oh, what happened to me. Who hurt me.
But whether you think you can or whether you think you can't,
that's my favorite quote.
Either way, you're right.
Yeah.
Either way, you're right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't.
Love it.
Either way, you're right.
Absolutely. You're right. So if you think about lack of something, there's going to be lack of it.
Yeah.
because you're not even gonna have the energy to even do it because you already think it's not gonna happen.
Right.
So how are you even gonna put your full attention on it if you don't even really believe it's gonna happen?
Exactly.
You have to when I changed my mindset, now it's like my habit. I don't go a day without reading. If it's one page, I fall asleep halfway through the page. I get up and I read that page all over again. You know, like it really is about those habits.
Yeah.
Because I used to beat myself up. Oh, I need discipline. I need discipline. Just build those habits.
Stop saying it and do it.
Right, just do it. That's all it takes.
I do that with my morning routine. Like I'd be like, oh my God, you woke up late again. Oh my God, you keep waking up late. Well, just get up then.
That's
it. That's one of them screaming. I'm talking to myself. Well, just get up. What you complaining about? Why you mad at yourself? Why you getting down on you when you all you gotta do is get up? Just get up.
That's
and you fix it.
Yep.
You like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. Well, then stop acting dumb and read a book and study and learn. Then you don't gotta work. You won't feel the doubt. Like that's how you get rid of the doubt. That's how you ease it.
Acquire more of that. Whatever it is, the more you acquire of it, the more you make it your daily habit or weekly habit, however you want to make it. You're gonna want more of that. But you have to stay around long enough for that habit to stick. Because if you don't, it's like
that sauce right there.
Seriously, like
that's the sauce.
I'm talking from my experience. All right, I've been and there's people that's been in the game for 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And when I listen to them and they tell me how they started, and they tell me the struggle they went through, I'm like, who am I?
Right.
Like, why should I struggle?
Right.
Why should I learn these things?
Yep.
If they have to go through all that, everybody that I read a lot of books now.
Yeah.
We listen to a lot of audio.
Yep. Go to a lot of conferences.
A lot of them. And every leader I listen to, that's different what they say. All the struggles, how they started. How many times they failed.
Yep. Because that's all that matters.
And I keep that in my mind every day. I'm gonna fail some more.
Yes.
I'm gonna lose I don't. It's okay because if you don't acquire those experiences, you're gonna always think everything should be perfect.
Yeah, and that's not life.
It's not life.
It's not.
It's not gonna be perfect. Never.
Ever.
You gotta. Sorry.
No. I was just going along because I was gonna say as moms, and it really hit me. And I promise you, I'm gonna get a big picture. I'm gonna get a big picture. It's gonna be my baby's pictures, and the quote is gonna be, "A baby falls 1,000 times, and never once does it think I can't walk.
Never.
I can't walk. The walking ain't for me.
Right.
This ain't gonna work out. I don't think walking was meant for me." They never say that. No. They fall, they bump their head, they cry, and they get up and do it again. And get up and do it again. So what makes you think as a fully grown adult or teenager or developing child that one mistake, that one time you got kicked off, you didn't make the baseball team, now baseball's not for you. You didn't pass the math test, so now you're not good at math. Now math ain't for you. Or you blew a Forex account or 2 or 3 or 4, and now Forex isn't for you. No. Keep doing it until you get it. We don't start out as experts.
No.
You didn't. Y'all just heard her say she barely could speak English. She didn't like to read. She was scared to talk in front of people. She was scared to talk in front of y'all.
I have proof of that.
She was like, before she would go live, she was like,
I was sweat from head to toe.
Seriously. And now look, we sitting up here laughing and joking and hee-hawing while we got viewers on multiple platforms all over. Do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it nervous. Do it mad. Do it tired. Do it anyway. Because again, like she said, you got to do it long enough for the habit to kick in. Because once habit kick in, it don't matter no more.
For you, if that particular thing is for you, and you will know it. It's gonna be nothing no more. You're gonna want it. Like I've been, with trading, it's been a journey. But I never one time think about, I shouldn't look at my chart today. I'm on it all the time. Like I can't even help it now.
Right.
Like
that's the
first thing
habit.
I do, meditate at 4.
Oh,
like,
you wake up in the morning like
I can't help it.
The sun is shining.
Like,
I woke up alive. What are the charts doing?
That's really my routine every morning. I get up, like now, like my body even get up on its own. I don't have to even set up alarms. I'll get up 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's go see what these particular pairs doing at this time frame. Yeah. And if you put that habit of exactly what you want, if you are a trader, I'm talking about trading. If you are a trader and you know exactly what pairs you trade, it's gonna make it easier for you to get up in those particular times when that pair is active. Most people are like, I'm gonna sleep till 12 and I'm gonna get up and trade EU. Well, no, you can't. Now, I mean,
the EU move while you asleep.
Exactly. So you have to build yourself. Really, what I'm gonna say this because like it's been a very important thing in my life. Treat it like a job. When you get up, and I tell myself some days I don't want to get up. I feel lazy, or I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do these things.
Right.
But then I think about, well, when you had a job, you got your butt up and work for the job every day.
My boss is a stickler.
You respected their time. You respected their establishment. Why can't you do that for yourself? And I have to push myself. I still don't know a lot of things in the market. I still don't know a lot about business, but it's really not what you know and the how, is what you do every day to get to that goal, because things are not going to happen every day. They're not going to. And if they do, or you are that lucky person, something happened to you, but right now it's not going to last, because now you think that's how it's going to happen, and soon as something doesn't happen, goes your way, now you go into, I
can't do it. Oh my God,
this is a scam. These people are telling me wrong things. And boom, you quit. And now you go right back to your.
That's not fair to yourself.
No, it's not fair. No. And I did that. Well, multiple journeys. I went through modeling. I went through fashion. I went through all these things. Even though I was making a living, I was not happy.
It's a bottle of water right there. I know you get excited. You get excited.
Very. I need
keep asking away. Yeah, we get excited. But like you said, it definitely is a journey. And the journey is worth it. Because it's your journey. Yes. You're worth it. You are. If you want to be happy, it's worth it for you to. Oh, you're right. It's worth it for you to do it. It's worth it for you to try. It's worth it for you to wake up that early. It's worth it for you to give it your all. It's worth it for you to fail and keep going. So what we want to know, because everybody's like, well, everybody trade Forex now. Everybody's a Forex guru. Everybody's a Forex mentor. Well, you have proven results, which is one thing. Like, she has her course. She has successful students. You can follow her trades and they hit. And you have these amazing strategies. We know the money strategy is absolutely amazing. You just launched a new strategy, the golden strategy. So what we want to know as Forex traders, because we want the sauce too, because I trade too. What we want to know is, what is the sauce for like your particular style of trading? What do you like, and what makes you successful?
So I've been, in my journey, I've been kind of going back and forth. When I started, I really loved scalping. Scalping is, I know most people heard day trading is something you go in and out the market. You buy, you sell at a particular price. And I kind of fell in love with it because as a newbie, I got in, I wanted to make quick cash. And then I felt at that time, I felt like I understood the strategy. And then, I was going back and forth. But really what I did the best was when I was like, okay, just slow down and just follow one strategy. Just master it. Just master that. And I came with money strategy, and I started following it on the lower time frame on the scalping sessions, which like I said, you get in and you get out. If you know much, or if you don't know much about trading.
I
like that. I'm like, okay, I could get in, get out, in the market. But then as I start getting more knowledge, there was more time frames where it's a lot more time freedom. So most people are like, oh, I don't want to look at the charts all day. I don't have time. Well, the market is so amazing, and you guys, this is a blessing that we even are able to do this.
Yes.
And we could trade it in multiple time frames. So for people that are like, I work 2-3 jobs, it's okay. Because you can sit in the market and take one trade and hold it for a whole month, and you don't even have to look at it. So to be honest with you, I love all of them. Like, I like to hold my trades.
Boom.
I like getting in and getting out because it's challenging me.
Yeah.
You know,
so for like new Forex traders, because you said you like all of them. Let's clarify though, because are you trading all of them on one account at one time?
No, I don't do that. So I have an account that I hold that I trade on, longer time frame. Those are investments. So I place a trade and I hold it for how long I want to hold it.
Right.
It depends how long I'm trading it for. But my scalping, because I love it a lot, and I think I'm always going to be a scalper because it gives me security. Because I can make money every day.
Yeah.
I can get up for 1 hour and make whatever I want to make.
Right, that way.
You really can.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna be a scalper. It fires me up when I can get up at 4:00 in the morning and make $200. Like, I'm about to go work out. I'm not working the rest of the day. Like,
enjoy your time with your kids.
It's just so much freedom.
Yeah.
And then also, because I said I like all of them, I really love all of them. And when I look at my account growing on the weekly time frame, holding it for months at a time, and I go in my account and I see it's grown to 3,000, 4,000, whatever, I had to do nothing. Most of the time I even forget to look at that account.
Yeah.
But the growth, and what Leah mentioned earlier, the compounding effect of it is so important.
Let's talk about compounding.
We have to talk about compounding.
Because there's so many Forex traders out here who were like us in the beginning, and they're risking it for the biscuit. They don't know that's what it's called. They don't know that's what they're doing.
Right.
But they're risking it for the biscuit. And they don't understand compounding. So could you explain a little bit about what exactly compounding is?
So I'm sure you guys heard of the quote, or I don't even think it's quote, but I've heard it in one of the books. It's not about how much money you make. So that means how much money you make right now. Quick cash, flip this, or buy this, or buy it to sell for more. Whatever, how you do it, right? It's about how much money you keep. And I play that still to this day in the Forex market. It's not how much you make right now today, how much you keep tomorrow, because the markets can be very evil at times. Well, no, let me not say that. It's not the market, because the market moves the same. We do that.
Yeah,
we are evil. Right. We are evil to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because the market moves the same way for everybody.
Yep.
All right. I have to stop myself.
Right. You see again, but that's the habit that she was talking about, where we switched that. And the market it's the same to everybody.
To everybody.
But are you fair to yourself? Are you being smart with your money? Like she said, it's how much money you can keep. You wake up in the morning and you make $200 today. Tomorrow,
you could lose that. And then what's the point of working 2 hours to make 400 so you could spend 6 today?
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. So the best way I can explain compounding is to having a goal of how much do you want to make every day.
Yeah.
All right. And now most people are like, I want to make $1 million. All right. You can do that too. But also in the Forex market, we trade it with lots. If you don't know much about it, we trade with lots. So the markets give you the opportunity here. You can make this much money to risk this much. So you still have to risk so much to make so much.
Right.
So don't think, I'm gonna put $40 and make $600. It doesn't work like that, because you have to buy so much of that particular currency in order to buy it or sell it.
Yeah.
So
so for compounding a little bit each day to grow a little bit each day. Just take your 200. If you said your goal is 200, take your 200.
Yeah.
Don't stay in the market past your 200.
Exactly.
Take your 200 today, get your 200 tomorrow, get your 200 the next day.
Yep.
And by the end of the week, 2 times 4 is 8. You up $800 and you did that from home, working a couple hours a day.
That's it.
And then you can increase the risk with the size of your account.
Exactly.
So it's science, y'all, but it's not rocket science. Okay. It is a science, but it's not rocket science.
We have, sorry to cut you off. We had a 67, or I don't know her exact age, but she's an older lady that been doing it with us for the last couple of years.
Yep.
And not one time she says, I'm old, or she's like, how can I figure this out?
Right.
And she's doing it, you know.
Every
she's
day.
had her times in, out, whatever she had to go through, but she's doing it. So, like Leah, you mentioned it earlier, it doesn't matter what background you come from, because I'm from a whole other country. English is my fourth language. So, you know, like seriously, is not, don't limit yourself.
Right.
Think bigger.
Yes.
Think bigger.
Believe bigger, faster.
Always. Like,
believe bigger, faster. And again, y'all see we love our isms. Those are sayings.
Right.
We love them because they matter. They really do
push
matter.
you every day.
Right. And then when you're like, oh, Leah said believe bigger, faster. That's what they were talking about. I just made $300 today in 2 hours with Afije's money strategy.
Seriously.
Right? So believe bigger, faster. And the bigger you can believe faster, the more, the quicker.
Will change forever. Like, seriously.
You're
forever.
never going back.
But even when you see those breakthroughs in your life getting better, don't stop getting better.
Right.
Continue to get better.
Yeah.
Every day I listen to audios every single day. Every day. If I can't read right now, I can't sit down, I will put my headphones on. I can still cook breakfast. I still can't clean if I have to. I can still work on my, my things. But I got that in my brain, because when I'm done with it, those words of whatever I was listening to is playing in my head.
Yep.
For days.
That's why we keep getting these isms, y'all, because we did the same audios over and over, the same books over and over, and now they're stuck. Now we can't get them out. And that's like she said, if you stay in long enough, you're gonna build a habit. It's gonna get stuck. Like a lot of people don't realize, and this was me, and I just use me for an example, but this is me, y'all. I know almost every song on the radio because I love music. I know old songs. I know new songs that I hate. I know them all. If you turn on the radio, I'm gonna be that one that's gonna be like, switch the station. That's gonna be me. But think about it. Why is it like that? Because these same songs play over and over again. And once they get stuck in your head, they're not going away. No. I know the songs my mama used to listen to when I was a kid. I know them songs by heart today. They won't go nowhere. If the song come on, I couldn't stop myself from singing the words because they're there. And that's the same with this information. That's the same with this learning. That's the same with Forex trading. Y'all, these candlestick patterns, they won't go away. I see them in the sky. I see them when I'm cooking breakfast. I see them when my kids make a mess on the ground. I'm like, yep, that's a 3 horsemen right there. I know you see that. I see that doji right there. They won't go away. They're imprinted. And that's why you just got to be in here long enough to get that imprint, because from there it'll carry for you. So y'all done got the sauce. Y'all didn't learn a couple of steps that Afije has used to earn over 6 figures and help multiple people earn 3 to 5 figures in the Forex market as well. So now what we really want to know, because we're coming to a draw, is Afije, how can we plug in? How can we learn from you?
Oh my gosh.
How can we study from you? What do you have coming next? We want more. So go on and give people what they want and tell them, how can they get in contact with you? How can they learn more? How can they plug into your course? What do you got coming up, Queen?
So I'm super excited. We're working on my new course. And I'm also gonna have my new strategy in there, the golden strategy. Also you get a chance to get my money strategy as well. I've had multiple hundreds of successful students with the money strategy that's still using it to compound or make a lot of money, whatever they're doing. they've made a lot of money doing it. So I'm like, okay, I need a new strategy. I need more. I need to give more. But I'm excited. We'll have that course, and you guys can you can go to my social media, Instagram, YouTube is the same. Trade with Afije, and you can also plug in and see everything I got going on, and check out my website. You can I know I'm like there's a few of them there. Win with It Factor. All right, that's also my brand. Win with It Factor, and you will see the different prices. You'll see everything that we have going on, all the events that we have going on, and all those things. I know
events.
all those things. You learn so much. You learn so much. The next event will be in Vegas in June. You guys plug in, and if you go to my website, you'll see the date. You'll see how many days we have left, and I'm super excited because we've been traveling
everywhere,
literally. And I was just telling Leah earlier, I love traveling, meeting different entrepreneurs, and being surrounded with those people that they have the same goal as you, and I'm just so excited. But make sure you guys check out my my social media as well. I post a lot of value every day. Check out my links in my bios. I have multiple things. I'm huge in health and wellness. Please don't miss check that out. But yeah.
Yes. So y'all heard it. Y'all already heard it. We got the golden strategy coming soon. The money strategy, which you can purchase right now and plug into our online community. As you know, my brand's the Mogul Mommy Network. Her brand is It Factor, but we're both leaders in the Smart Systems community, which is a community where all types of entrepreneurs in all different fields. Like she said, she's a Forex instructor. She has a health and wellness business doing amazing. That's another automated business. We teach business automation. She teaches her Forex trading. She teaches her mental, like we said, getting into the mindset of becoming a profitable trader, and our live events where you can come and meet us in a new city, in a new place. Every quarter, we have a mastermind that everybody's invited. Anybody can purchase a ticket. You can come and stay in the Millionaire Mansion and come spend some time with us, see our habits, get to talk to us, ask questions, and really plug into this community that really hooked us. Because that's what happened. It hooked us. The community hooked us. We were like, man, I need more of this. Like, I just need this. I can't get away from it. And now we created a place where anybody can come and learn, which is Smart Systems, and y'all can come get it all. Credit repair. She got automated. We didn't even talk about her automated trading, y'all. So while you learning, you can earn automatically. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not for everybody. Okay. Automated trading is not for everybody. You have to have a minimum to put into the market for it to work properly for you. And just for you to get the scope of the picture, at one point, you could not trade in the Forex market unless you had $10,000. Now, you don't need $10,000 today, but you do need a sizable account to automate your trading. So if you don't have that, start learning for free. Or, not for free, you can plug into the community. You can learn for free. Y'all can start on YouTube. You can get started there. But to start actually trading, come join the community, learn a strategy that works. But if you don't have the time, if you do have a whole nother business, if you do, got a lot going on, but you're like, but I still want to get in on this, man. I need this money. Plug into her automated trading where you can let your money work for you while you're learning. So that she got those options. But like she said, go to winwithitfactor.com and you can get all the details about her automated trading, about her live courses, about our live events, everything that you need to know to learn to start working smarter, not harder with It Factor. Miss Afije Baftiri herself.
So much. Thank you.
Plug in, y'all. So we want to thank you so much, Afije, for coming, man, because this was so huge. We have a huge following, like Miss Aisha said, with My Turn Radio on Right on the Money segment, where you can plug in, because we're also live on the My Turn Radio page as well. So for all of you who are following the Mogul Mommy Network, please tune in to My Turn Radio and Right on the Money, where you can get more conversations like this. We don't just do this on Mondays. My Turn Radio has open conversations like this all throughout the week with entrepreneurs, with business owners in all different types of fields, to where you can come and get this information that we're giving out freely, right? So you can come get all the information for free, but when you're ready to learn, when you're ready to get serious, then you can plug into a community with proven people, with proven mentors, with proven results that can show you how to do exactly what we did. Right? We're not teaching you what these other Forex gurus are talking about. We're not teaching you what is possible in the market. We're teaching you what we did. Right. This is literally what she did to get to where she's at. A single mother of 4 children who had to save 4 months to save up $235 just to get started. And here we are 4 years later. 6-figure trader, travels all around the country, right? Teaching and learning and growing and just spreading this positive energy. So we want to continue to invite y'all to plug in. Come and watch the other Mogul Mommy Map series videos with other entrepreneurs in all different fields, to where you can continue to learn, y'all. Learning is earning. If you want to earn, you better open up them books and start learning something new.
Absolutely.
Because to get something you never had,
you gotta do something you never did.
Booyah!
Like, see these quotes, all these things. I didn't use these.
I didn't know them.
I did right now. Like, yeah, we've been through them like a million times.
It's easy.
It becomes easy.
Right, there you go. It becomes easy.
A lot easier.
It becomes easy.
It becomes very easy.
Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. We really thank you, Afije. You know, y'all, this is my business bestie. So y'all gonna see way more of her. We gonna get back on here because we got another crypto session coming up that we gotta talk about.
Yeah,
because honey, last year,
crypto.
She did 6-figure trading, but we also did 6-figure in crypto. Yes. Completely different market moves. So y'all plug in, and we really want to invite moms, y'all. We're working on this Millionaire Moms tour.
Definitely.
Oh man.
Because there's so many queens out there so powerful that just don't know how to shine it. You know, they don't know how to put it out there in the market. Yeah. And that's where I was at. You know, I always used to hear as a kid, I know we gotta go, but I want to say this because I used to think as a kid, like I've had people, or as a young adult, you know, I used to hear people like, you look, you know, they would say like, you look
like you're gonna be somebody.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, man, I'm a bartender, like I'm a server, like where, you know,
right?
I just see my own light,
and
that's where back to community, because those people they're gonna see your light. They're gonna push you to see your light.
Yes,
and it just.
It grows.
It grows.
It just
really
grows from there. That flame, once it's ignited,
it's gone.
Right. Bonfire season. So again, we want to thank y'all so much. We are still live with My Turn Radio and Right on the Money segment. Again, you can tune in every single Monday from 3 to 6 p.m. for Right on the Money. My Turn Radio, Mogul Mommy segments every Monday from 4 to 5. We're going to keep bringing you value. We're going to keep bringing you dope stories, keep bringing you this valuable information, and you can keep tuning in. So thank you so much, Miss Aisha Wright. She's still live on My Turn Radio, but we're going to wrap this up on the Mogul Mommy Network and our live broadcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and those other streaming platforms. If you want to continue this conversation, join us on My Turn Radio. Yep, you can find us on Facebook, My Turn Radio. That way you can hear about all the other conversations that actually led up to this interview, where we talked about crypto and Bitcoin and so much more. So until next time, moguls, please remember, it's about making ideas happen. So get out there and keep learning. Work smarter, not harder. Bye.